Today we've got a glorious matchup between two civilizations that are both very cool in their own right. This is one of my favorite rivalries in history, Sparta versus Athens. The Peloponnesian War is underway, and my question for you is, which team do you stand with? Do you stand with the Spartan, Team Sparta, or are you with Team Athens? Go ahead and vote right there, top of the screen. Pick which civilization you stand with, and they're both really cool. You got one that's very like militaristic, and the other one that's a bit more naval focus and science philosophy focus. Honestly, spoiler alert, it doesn't really end well for either of these civilizations. But let's get this battle underway. As you can tell, there's a big naval battle going on. And you're probably, if you're Team Sparta, you're probably biting your nails right now because Sparta wasn't exactly known for their naval superiority. It's actually the opposite. Athens had quite the powerful navy. And I know Sparta is a fan favorite because of, well, mostly 300, the movie. And now Athens also had a similar movie, but it wasn't nearly as good. It was actually kind of bad. What was it, like 300 Empire or something like that? Yeah, it was interesting, but it just didn't have that same effect that 300 had. Anyways, big epic battle going on here. I'm going to keep it slow, but you know what? Let's pause it because I want to show you really quick. We do have the land battle over here. We have got 3 Spartan armies ready to push up, and of course the 1 naval army. I'm playing in this battle. I am actually, guys, technically I'm team Athens, all right? I prefer learning about Athens over Sparta, but today I will be on Team Sparta, moving up the Spartans, which is, I mean, it's cool. I love Sparta too. You know, just because I say Athens is my favorite out of the two doesn't mean I don't appreciate the history of Sparta, which is very, very cool. So yeah, I've got them moving up, and of course they've got the same amount of armies defending and on sea. So yeah, pretty interesting. Now I also brought, so let's go back to slow motion. I also brought a artillery ship. For some stupid reason, I thought they weren't going to bring any ships and I'd be able to harass their land troops with an artillery ship. But unfortunately, look at this. He's already coming after me. Boom! Hits my ship. Thankfully, it's a little ship here. And oh my god. Some skirmishers are coming and some support, which was really good for my artillery ship. Knocks him out. But the bad news is that Athens is controlling the seas right here, just like they did historically. They are pushing and they are controlling the waves. Now, I don't know exactly what the Spartan player is doing here. It looks like he's going with a little flanking maneuver. I like it. He kind of like held the front line with a couple ships and then flanked around with a couple ships, like smaller ships on the side. And now he's coming in to try to support, but Sparta is just, yeah, big splashes here. Sparta is drowning in this fight, and it's not looking good. Here comes that flanking maneuver, but is it going to be enough to turn this naval battle around? Let's find out. Now, this is a really cool battle. It is really intense, really exciting. And here we go. Here comes another. Oh, this isn't good. This isn't a good matchup. Oh! Woo! That, yeah, you're outnumbered. In terms of size. Oh, they're a bit, yeah, they just sunk. And with all that armor on, yeah, that's going to bring you down to the bottom of this ocean. So, bottom of the Mediterranean. Here comes another big hit. This isn't good. Oh my god. Okay, so that almost tips the ship over. They're probably going to jump ship, and they're freaking out. They're hitting their allied ships. This ship's trying to come in to support, but no, it's not looking good. So, the naval fight's not going well. So what I'm deciding to do, I'm running for it. I'm like, hey, Sparta, because this was another player controlling this naval force. So I was like, I'm just going to use your ships as a bit of a decoy, push up this artillery ship, and do as much damage to these troops over here before my artillery ship gets destroyed. I'm pushing up my army. I've got some Spartan hoplites leading the way. I do have some of my archers mixed in with the mercenary Cretan archers in the back. Just trying to find some soft spots in the forces. Now, they are hitting me with artillery. That's okay. Not too worried about it. Honestly, Honestly, I kind of wish I brought artillery to this battle because we are playing an unfortified settlement, which means there's no walls and it's very open. And oftentimes in these settlements, it comes down to projectiles. It comes down to archers. It comes down to, artillery. So sorry about that. That was my mic, by the way. So yeah, see, oh, that was so close. Look how close that was to kill my men. It would have been awesome to have my artillery because there's really nowhere to hide. I mean, imagine just, the fiery balls of justice just ripping through these lines, or even going after his artillery. It would have been really useful. Probably more useful than having an extra hoplite or whatever. But yeah, I'm getting hit pretty hard, but yeah, we just keep moving forward. We are Spartans. We don't panic. We're not afraid. This is what we want. This is what we're trained for. We're going to show those Athenian sissy boys. I don't know. We're just going to march forward and take them on. So there's another one nearly hitting my troops there. I think overall I did pretty well. I lost a couple troops here and there, but it could have been a lot worse. Also, my allies are pushing up. We've got the other Spartan army moving in, and this is a full-on Spartan push. Back over here, we have the Spartan admiral. He's like, I'm out, deuces. This is where I belong. I belong on land. It seems like the Athenians, I mean, it's not exactly it's not exactly a overkill. Like, Athens did lose a couple ships there, but Sparta definitely lost this naval battle. And here's my artillery ship. I'm going after these troops. You can see I've done a little bit of damage to this one. And there goes more shots. See, what am I going for? I'm going after some mercenary Thracian warriors. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. I'm trying to get as many shots off as possible before it gets wrecked. And you can see, oh boy. Oh boy. Here comes justice in the shape of a ship. Oh. And that's probably going to destroy my ship right there, or get very close to it. They're going to back up and probably go for another ram. But let's go back over to the land battle, where it does look like we have a clash of soldiers going at it. We have the thorough spears and the Spartan hoplites fighting it out. On the other side, I've got my troops kind of just hanging here. I'm just waiting. Now, this is where I make a costly mistake. This is an issue that I have when I play this game, is that I get tunnel vision. I focus too much on one objective to the point where I'm blind to things that's going on around me. And what I saw was like, wow, their artillery is so close to the front line. I could move up my archers, use fire ammo, and burn these things down. But what I didn't see were the 3 units of archers waiting, and they just turned my archers into Swiss cheese. It wasn't good. And then I moved up another one, dead. This is how you waste archers. You've got to be very careful when attacking unfortified settlements. You got to make sure that your archers are in a place where they can still be effective, do some damage, but also be away from the enemy archers, or only one enemy archer, not 3 of them. Now, eventually, I do recover from this with my archers, and you'll see how I use them a little bit better in the future of this battle, which we'll get to that later. But look at this front line. How glorious is this? Absolutely stunning. Very cool looking fight on this front line. And this is probably going to be the toughest position. Let me go and turn this on. Toughest position is to hold right here, because it's such a big area. It's an area that we could easily push through, find a gap, and cause a bit of a floodgate, kind of to open. But over here, this is another tough spot. It's much more narrow. It's going to be much more difficult. But that's okay. We take our time. We keep the Athenians distracted while we push heavily on this side. I'm going to go ahead and push up my hoplites. Same thing over here. I'm not really trying to get through. I'm just keeping the Athenians honest. I'm just making sure that they keep some troops over here and they don't support the center. Just to make them think I might attack here. Same thing over on this side. Actually, I don't even push through here. I saw that these were mercenary veteran hoplites, and I was like, nah, that's okay. I'm not going to fight this. And he's shooting me with artillery, which is really ballsy. Like, you could easily kill your own men, but This is working out nicely for me because I'm making them waste resources on a unit that's not even fighting them. So let's go back over here where I moved up more archers. And again, this is where I kind of use my archers a little bit better, I think. They've got more cover. And they are actually, yeah, there we go. We're finally breaking some of their archers. So the poor Cretans are just killing each other. And they're going to fire back and try to do some damage. Unfortunately, the building isn't really giving me that much cover. But this is much better use of archers than what I was doing before. And I do use archers a little bit better in the future of this battle, which I'll show you. I'm sorry, I'm not giving anything away. I just want to you know, kind of let you know that I do improve on this, and I want to show you how I'm doing it better, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, no, we're doing a good job here. It seems like it's fairly even. It's going to be slow combat. That's why it's such a long battle for an unfortified settlement. Because, oh, now they're going after, yeah, they're going after my archer in the back, and they're going after my Spartan heroes, which is a smart idea. They killed, oh man, they've killed a decent amount of my Spartan heroes over here, which is not good. These are my best fighters. You don't want to lose them to enemy projectiles. You want to lose them in combat. That's where they want to die, all right? So I'm going to move them up. I also have my pikemen in the back. I've got my Royal Spartans, which is my general. Oh my god, dude, like the Spartans, I know people don't like Sparta because they find Sparta to be weak because they don't have any swords, but there's something about the Spartans, like the heroes of Sparta and the Royal Spartans, like they are so good. And you'll see in this battle today how just epic these Royal Spartans and these heroes of Sparta are. Now there's a little gap in the line. This is a great push. I believe this was King Scourge, the player controlling this army. Really good gap push here. He's got troops holding in the back line. He could easily flank around. It looks like he is finally breaking through these Athenians. At the same time, what I'm doing is that I moved up a unit of pikemen. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to focus down one area where they're going to be really weak. That way, once we weaken this area, we'll punch a hole through their line and get behind their forces like that. And that's kind of the strategy in my head. I'm just, you know, we're attacking everywhere, but only in one spot am I trying to break through. And it's this spot right here. Because they don't have pikes over here. We're doing a good job. Nice hoplite pike combo. All right, so I'm moving up some archers. Unfortunately, pretty banged up. I have 3 units of archers. 2 of them very depleted. 1 still intact, pretty much completely. So what I'm doing with these archers, I'm moving them to the flank, and I'm just kind of firing it. Oh, is he what? Oh my god, he wasted a ton of ammo on this one unit. Well, they're wiped out of the game. There's 3 of them left standing, but I was just looking for weak targets in the back there. I got more archers this way because I'm trying to shoot at the troops holding against the side flank there. So you see they're firing, and I'm trying to help my Spartan allies here and get these guys on the flank a little bit as they fight these hoplites. Lots of archers. Archers are key to this battle. And we are just, look at this, they are really thinning out over here. The plan seems to be going pretty well. Now, if I was the Athenians, I would just support this, or I would send up pikes or something, but they're actually falling back. You notice that? That's not a terrible idea. It's kind of like, hey, let's just not fight the pikemen and make them push forward. And unfortunately, the pikes were freaking out there a little bit, charged in with their pikes in the sky. You know, I don't know what to do about that. The pikes are just kind of glitchy in this game, but I've got them kind of going in and taking on these thorax swordsmen, and they once again fall back. And this is really good because the flank is opening up. Back over this way, very slow combat, nothing really going on. It looks like we are kind of gaining some ground against the light hoplites. These Spartan hoplites are a bit better than the light hoplites, but even if we break through them, there's still a whole nother line of thorax swordsmen. Back over here, the fight has really picked up against these veteran hoplites. This is going to be a tough battle, a very challenging battle, but again, just trying to keep his units in place and making sure that the Athenians stay honest and they don't send any reinforcements to this center position. which I've now committed 3 units into this battle. The heroes of Sparta. I've got Spartan Pocklights, what? Pikemen, and Spartan Hoplites. I mix pike and hoplites. Pike lights. Pocklights? What did I call them? Anyways. Yeah, we are pushing. Look at that. We are just like a hot knife through butter. I haven't said that one in a while. But yeah, they are pushing up, and we are making some ground. And so what do? They send up their own pikemen. That is smart from the Athenians. A good way to counter pikemen are more pikemen. So they're going to move them up. And just look how cool this is. This is a Greek battle right here. That's just awesome. Very cool. And ooh, that's a bad hit for us. A good hit for them, but that was not what you want to see. They're really thinning out over here. We're actually about to break through pretty soon. And over here, Sparta's, oh man, it's been so back and forth over here, but it's not looking great for Sparta. Their pikemen are breaking. They're getting focused down by the archers. Yeah, it's looking kind of rough, and he's kind of running out of reinforcements. So we really desperately need to break through here and get through these Athenians, help our ally, maybe flank around, and then once we defeat this force, concentrate down this way, because obviously the capture point is right here. So that's kind of the strategy going into this one. If you look at the balance of power, guys, it's not looking good. It's looking bad. And that's the cool thing about this battle. I'm not going to say any more, but it's not looking good. The Spartans really struggled at the beginning with the naval warfare. They got wiped out. It was kind of a waste. It was probably would have been better off to bring, 4 armies of Sparta, not 3 armies and 1 navy. But yeah, we're doing a good job. My heroes of Sparta are mixed in here. They're fighting the fight, the good fight, taking on some thorax swordsmen. That's kind of the weakness there. And unfortunately, I'm charging into some pikes over here. Looks like he broke my Spartan pikeman. And I probably should fall back here, but I must not be paying attention. Or I'm just keeping the pikemen busy. Yeah, oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm keeping the pikemen busy so I could potentially run through this gap and kill these thorax swordsmen on my flank. But props, big props to Athens for just holding this line with such a thin number of troops and really delaying it for us so we can't get to our ally. And he's just, he's getting flanked right now. It's not good. Here comes the general. He's down to his general. Artillery is still firing, going after archers. I'm saving this archer, guys. I'm saving this archer unit for the end game because I needed something. I needed something to break through their final stand, because I knew that these guys that we're facing, they're good players, and they're going to hold on to their archers, so I needed an answer for that. Now I'm throwing in my archers who are out of ammo, so that's good. I used up all the ammo on this archer unit, and they have 103 kills. Not amazing, but definitely not bad. So I got my money's worth out of them. Sure, I could have gotten more, but that's okay. I'm going to throw them in and try to get a couple more kills. At the very least, absorb some ammo, make the Athenians feel a little overwhelmed. Now archer fire's coming in, trying to take out these pikemen. Pikemen are down to 104. Whose archers are those? I believe that is Mr. Brunswick's archers, who is leading one of these Spartan armies. So he's opening fire, and my troops are breaking here, which is not a surprise, but that's okay. That's going to really open it up for the archers to lay into these pikes and the swordsmen. Athens still has a healthy core of archers that we're going to have to deal with. Over this way, the fighting has still just going on. I mean, I knew this was going to be a grind fest. Grind Fest 2020, because it's just a thin little street here, and all you need is 2 units to hold it. It's just going to be a big grind. Back over this way, we're kind of losing. We're losing this fight over here. These veteran hoplites are just too strong. Way too strong. So I've got some pikemen. I've got some cheap hoplites kind of watching the flank because I'm staying away from those mercenary hoplites. We got to deal with them later, maybe with some archer flanking fire or something. Back over this way, his pikemen are getting just picked off. He's just kind of standing out here in the open. I charge in my heroes of Sparta to take on these thorax swordsmen, and the pikemen are just kind of sitting there. They have 118 kills, which is pretty decent, but they're going to probably break here soon, considering they're down to 73. They're taking heavy fire, and now they're moving in. More pikemen moving up. The Athenians have pushed up more infantry. And we're tired of it, guys. I mean, my heroes of Sparta, they got 100 kills. They still have 66 men left in their unit. They're tired of fighting for this God-forbidden little piece of land here. This fight has been going on. It's in real time, game time, like 20 minutes it's been so far in this replay, maybe a little less. But yeah, it's been a while, and we just can't get through here. The Athenians just keep throwing more and more troops. And check this out. I saw these mercenary Thracian warriors moving up near our front line. I'm going to focus these bastards down. One thing that these guys suck at is defense. They don't have good protection against archers. So I'm going to start focusing my archers. I moved them up, and there we go. Opening fire. Going for these bastards. And they're dropping quick. They're already at 118. Look at all of their bodies that stand around them. This is a good unit. It's a powerful unit, and it's a scary unit for us because as Spartans, we are high armor, and they've got weapons that have a lot of AP damage, so we got to take them out, and they're actually breaking. And I was like, and look, they have 0 kills. That is a victory right there. That's how you use archers in a situation like that. Now, look at this. Look at this. The market has been destroyed. Men are running over the countless bodies of Spartans and Athenians that have fought over this one area, an absolute bloodbath. And who stands victorious is one Spartan general. The balance of power is pretty much still where it is, and where it has been since kind of the last like 5 minutes or so. But nice little flanking maneuver there by Sparta. We are finally pushing. I'm now flanking some heroes of Sparta. They got 51 kills. They can get a lot more than that. Put them on that flank. I've got some pikemen. I think this is the original pikemen that returned from routing. So that's good. I've got my hoplites watching the flank. I think Mr. Brunswick is now shifting over some troops to deal with this flank because it's now open, guys. At least, oh, never mind. We couldn't see him, the fog of war. But you got to put some presence on them. Now, unfortunately, some artillery coming in. Very wise. Again, very smart use of the artillery. Saving the ammo, not just wasting it right at the beginning. Saving it for key moments like that. So really good job by the Athenian players. Oh, man, what a fight this was. Just an absolute grind. Okay, there we go. The Spartans are tired. They stand over their comrades who have fallen against the Athenians, but at the same time, they stand on a mountain of dead Athenians as well. And it is one small victory for us, but we must have many more small victories to try to turn this battle around. So now we begin our advance. We're preparing our forces. At this point, guys, I am down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units. So I'm less than half strength at this point. And there we go. I'm going in for a charge. My pikemen are going in. Unfortunately, pikes are glitchy as hell, and they never go in properly. And where are you looking, pikemen? You're getting attacked over here. Oh, God. Brunswick's going to charge in his heroes of Sparta to help out. And there's a big fight going on against these thorough spears. That's why Athens, I think overall Athens in the game, it really depends on the situation, right? But I think the best out of the two of these Spartan-Athens factions, I think Athens is a little bit better because they're a bit more dynamic. They have swords, they have these thorough spears, you know, they have hoplites, they've got good cav, they've got a good navy. But Sparta just has badass hoplites. And they are really good on defense. They are tough. Like, oftentimes when you see competitive matches, they will ban Sparta in a competitive siege battle because how strong they are, how good they are defending the walls, right, and the streets, mostly the streets. Here comes more heroes of Sparta with 128 kills. These guys seen some action, but I'm actually gonna send them back. At this point, I'm trying to control my army and making sure I have reserves. And oh, I see a gap. Okay, I see. This is my signature move right here, guys. Doing a little bit of slow motion. Look at this. Signature move. Always looking for those gaps because you got to take advantage of them. You know, you got a small depleted unit like this. All right, call in formation. Push through. Look at that. Perfect. I love doing that so much. And now Athens having to correct, you know, their formation to deal with it. I was going to go for the pikemen, but I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm going to go for back over here because we can cut off reinforcements. I'm charging in this unit, same thing, call in formation, and I'm going to keep these guys busy. Nice little flanking maneuver with the heroes of Sparta. This is a great opportunity to get some kills. Unfortunately, they are focusing us down with arrows, but there's a lot of friendly fire coming in. Lots of friendly fire. Look at that. Look how many of their troops are getting hit. Not a lot in that vault. There we go. There's a couple hits there and there. There and there. You get what I'm saying. There's a couple good friendly fire hits there, so I'll take it. I broke there, but it was worth. And there, excuse me. There we are, breaking through. We now move on, and we gotta really make sure we protect their flanks here. They've got their actually general picked hoplites kind of watching the flanks, so we gotta be careful of that. And we're still just pushing through. And the good news, and this is what you got to do. When you're behind like this in a siege battle, you need to figure out how to cut units off. And this is what we did. We did exactly that. This unit has nowhere to go. That means they can't retreat and reestablish a line and get a bunch of kills. No, now they're going to be surrounded and they're going to take many losses. I mean, they're going to be destroyed. And we're taking out their full potential kind of thing. You got to cut off the retreat if you're going to try to turn these battles around. So I've got another unit of heroes of Sparta with 175 kills moving in. And I'm still attacking with the spears. Now I've got archers moving in as well. These guys are out of ammo, just doing everything I can. I'm just throwing everything at these guys. And another reason I want to try to quickly break them is because I got a lot of reinforcements here that could push through and support. Of course, the archers are hitting me. That's a big problem, but kind of just have to sit there and take it. Now, I am saving two of my best units, which is going to be my pikemen, Spartan pikemen, and my royal Spartans. Now, these are Spartan pikemen. All right, I'm pretty sure these are like the best, if I'm not mistaken, because there's pikemen and then Spartan pikemen. So I'm making sure these guys are alive and well, and I'm keeping my royal Spartans alive as well. And this is, I mean, the balance of power hasn't really changed, which is not good, but we're still in the fight. We still have my general. We still have hope. Now, the Spartans, man, I'm telling you, they are tough to kill. They are tough to kill, and even when you're outnumbered, whew, look out, man. The morale on these guys are insane. They will fight surrounded and win, all right? They will fight their backs to the wall, and they will hold off and win many fights. Unbelievable fights. I've seen it many times with the Spartans, and that's one thing I like about them. They've got that charm. You know, sure, they're not super, you know, they don't have a ton of variety in their roster. Sure, they're pretty one-dimensional, but they're really good at what they do, which is just holding the line and just surviving. And yeah, look out. All right, that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Over here is a little bit of a fight. I believe this is King Scourge, our teammate going in. Or is this? I don't know. He's kind of he's watching his rear here with some Royal Spartans. This is a tough fight against these mercenary Thracian warriors. You know, they're so good at armor piercing. These Spartans are going to have a tough time against them. Now we got some archers running nearby, and the Spartans are going to shift over and deal with it. Yeah, archers coming all over the place. Wait, that was a terrible phrase to say. They're charging all over the place. Anyways, big push over here. I moved up my general. General lost 5 guys. I'm sure he's getting picked off by archers, but I'm moving him over here just to help out, and I couldn't believe it. You know, you want to talk about being surrounded and surviving? That's what these Athenians are doing right now. I'm using my general ability. I'm using Intimidate, I'm using everything I have to deal with these guys, and they just won't die. It was crazy. Now I'm charging in my general, and I'm committing a lot of units over here because I know how important it is to break all these units free to join the fight. Join the fight over here. And I still have my pikemen in the rear. We still have a lot of Spartans in the rear here. This is where things get really delicate, very touch and go kind of situations. So I can't believe it. These Athenians are holding like it's like they were inspired by the Spartans. Just holding, and they just will not go down. A sea of Spartans surround them, and they fight on. Got 117 kills, too. Back over here, it's getting kind of messy, and we're trying to surround this Athenian general. Look at this. Look at the maneuvering here. They go in. This is why I like the hoplites, doing a hoplite battle. So cool. Here comes the push. The general is somewhat surrounded. That's very good. That's another way to win battles when you are behind. Go for generals. Take out their leadership, and the rest of the army will panic. So that's kind of what we're going for right here, just trying to take out this general. We're still fighting over here as well. Unfortunately, the Athenians have some pikemen. It's a big problem. You know, I'm out of ammo. I don't have any more archers, so I need to figure out a good way to beat these pikemen. And the way to do that is to get behind the pikemen or flank the pikemen. So I'm going to try to find opportunities to do that. Now this unit ends up with 137 kills. This Athenian swordsman unit being surrounded like that. They're almost at 140. There they go, 140. I couldn't believe it. They were breaking there too, and they recovered. Like, what in the world, man? Just completely surrounded, and they're still fighting. I could not believe. I was so frustrated about this. I just couldn't believe it. I use it intimidate. I didn't think I would have to, but I did it again. Like, whatever I could do to break their morale. Like, it just wasn't working. I was really impressed of this story. It's like they had special training or something. I couldn't believe it. So while that's going on, the fight for the center is still taking place. Again, slow grind battle because of all the hoplites and pikes and whatnot. They still had a ton of archers, but they had to have been kind of low. Actually, yes, a lot of them are low. You can see a lot of their daggers are out, meaning they're out of ammo. This unit still has ammo, but that's okay. This unit also still has ammo, but it's not like all of them still have ammo. I'm sure that the units that do still have ammo are running out. Back over this way, we were charged by some throw spears. I had to form pike formation really quick to deal with it. Just sneaky little flanking unit, not too much of a big deal. Again, keeping my pikes behind this building away from the archer fire. That's another thing. This is a battle of patience, guys. I'm trying to make Athens be very impatient and make him use his ammo early before he can use it on my pikemen. That's what I'm hoping for, and that's why I'm going to use the pikes for the very end of this battle, because I'm hoping by the time these pikes move in, they're going to be out of ammo. Now I'm charging in my archers, who have almost 200 kills. How about that? They've been kicking butt. They're actually falling back. The Athenians are falling back, and I think it's because Sparta is making some progress over here. Sparta has got some good units, and these mercenary veteran hoplites have been holding this flank like absolute chads, but they're starting to run out of troops, and it could be any moment now where Sparta's going to be able to push through, cause some havoc. Now, if we could push through and get behind and cut off these troops, ooh, we're going to get a lot of kills. That would definitely be a perfect opportunity. And here comes Athens. They're going to reinforce it. That's good. That is good. Reinforce this side instead of reinforcing this side. Now we got pikes who moved in. These are Brunswick's pikes. And that's going to really turn the tide here of this fight. Unfortunately, our archers are breaking, but they didn't get a kill. They're at 198 still. Or are they at 196? Let's see if can they get 200? Come on, 200. Give it to them. There's 39 left. They're wavering. Oh, they stopped wavering. 198. Come on. I don't know. They're just too weak. They're taking on elite units. I don't think they're going to be able to do it. Oh, there's an archer. Look at him. He's like, I'm going. I'm going to get a kill. I'm going to get a kill. Look at him. He's going in. Oh, he died. Spartans are going to town against these Athenians. What a fight this is. Another big push there. I've got my extra reinforcements coming in. So I split my reinforcements in half. I've got my general and some spears this way. And I'm also sending some awesome units over to the other side. Some Spartan hoplites. These guys aren't awesome, but they're reinforcements because Brunswick needs them. So I'm walking them because they're exhausted. They're tired. So I need to try to let them rest a little. They were fighting a thorax swordsman for like 20 minutes that just wouldn't die. I mean, look at the carnage of this area. Oh, this is why I love these Greek siege battles, because it's just epic street battles. And there we go. Look at big break right there. Huge break. This is where we need to start pushing. I still have my pikemen in reserve back here. Brunswick still has a decent amount of troops in reserve. We do have some archers behind us. They're waiting to go they're like hyenas, you know, or vultures. Waiting. You know, just waiting for one of my units to get weak, and they're going to go in for the kill. But I'm not going to let them have that. My pikemen are sitting there waiting for them. There we go. I let my spears rest up. Now, these spears have some projectile capabilities. They're throwing some jabbies. So I'm trying to help out as much as I can over here. And at the same time, letting these guys rest. And here comes my Spartan hoplites. Again, they're exhausted. They're moving. My general unit is, let's see, 208. They did it. Plus some change. Hell yeah, my archer unit getting 208. So here, we're at a bit of a standstill. Why? Well, there's pikemen, and we don't have archers. We don't have archers. So we're going to have to wait to break through over here. Now I'm sending in reinforcements, Spartan hoplites. We've got to break through here. This is a must to win this game, because we need to surround the pikemen. It's our only way of winning. Our only way. Now, Mr. Brunswick, who's leading us, the other Spartan army, he's pushing up his general. He's going to help out over here because it's not looking good. It's not looking good over here. Running out of troops. The Athenians are pushing hard, and we can't afford to lose this flank, or our strategy is not going to work out. So that's why Brunswick is moving up his general, his Spartan pikemen. So we've got some deadly forces over there. Now the vultures, as I want to call them, have decided to charge in. They're going to fly away because they felt a little too threatened there. And I protect my pikemen with my general. Pikemen didn't take any losses, still at 145. Balance of power is still in their favor, but it hasn't gone down after so much fighting. That means we're doing okay. We're not doing too bad. So I'm trying to get these spears to kind of throw a little bit, use their projectiles. Look at this retreat over here. A big retreat. I was actually quite surprised by that. I'm trying to use the spears here, but they're just not doing it. So I charge them into the fight instead. Like, all right, it's time for you to fight. Look at the general, man. Athenian general in the fight. I haven't committed my general. That's good. The pikemen have reformed a little bit. And I think I'm actually moving these guys. These hoplites. Where am I taking them? I guess I'm just keeping them in the back, keeping them fresh in case there's an opportunity to push. Over this way, the Athenians have called off the push here thanks to Brunswick and his reinforcements. So we've got them pushed back to their last stand. I mean, that's kind of crazy, guys. If you really think about it, I don't mean to do slow motion. It's kind of crazy to think about how we've actually pushed them to their last stand when we've been at this balance of power pretty much the whole game except for the beginning. So we are crawling our way back into this battle. All right, the Spartan forces are crawling their way back into this fight. And I'm just like blown away. I'm like, I cannot believe how impressive these Spartan units can be. It is really cool. So now what I decided to do, I decided to move my general. I thought, okay, well, if we're going to win this battle, we're not going to win it by pushing these pikemen. Our only answer to defeat the pikemen is to flank them. And the only way to flank them is to go around this way and get behind them. So we're breaking over here, guys. My spears, they're exhausted. They don't have the stomach to fight. They're not true Spartans. They're falling back. Ended up with 109 kills. It was actually not terrible. And then over here, I've got my Spartans and Heroes of Sparta, which is controlled by Brunswick. They're getting flanked. So I'm rushing my general over there because he needs to get there and support them so those Spartans up there don't get outflanked. So I'm moving them up, trying to get them into position. This is where things get crazy, guys. Just crazy. Here comes Brunswick. He's pushing on this side. We're trying to put pressure on every flank against these Athenians. Spartan hoplites moving up on these guys on the other side. He's keeping this one in reserve. Yep, he's going to charge against the thorax swordsman. And a nice fight picks up over here. So, let's go back over here. My general's moving in. He's trying to stop the Thracians, but unfortunately, reinforcements arrive with the mercenary veteran hoplites. My general is going at it, guys. My royal Spartans, they already have 42 kills. Mercenary hoplites, though, have 141. And the Spartans are surrounded, and it's not good. It's not like they're surrounded by thorax swordsmen. No, they're surrounded by Thracians, and they have a lot of AP damage, like I said earlier, and that's just not good for the hoplites. So this is a bad situation. I'm trying to get over there quickly. I've got another unit of reserves. This is actually the spears that return from routing. We've got now archers closing in. Again, the vultures flying around, waiting for that dead Spartan army. But guess what, guys? This battle isn't over. It's over when I say it's over, damn it. The Spartans may look weak. They may look weak at this point, but they're not done. They are not done. So we're trying to take out these mercenary hoplites. The archers are moving in for a flanking maneuver. My spears moved in to try to support these heroes of Sparta, but unfortunately the Thracians are going to cut them up pretty bad. And yeah, that flanking maneuver wasn't even necessary because they break before they even charge in. My general is now surrounded, guys. My general is now getting surrounded, but guess what? Remember what I said earlier? Spartans thrive when surrounded. Spartans want to be surrounded. And I use my general ability. I use War Cry, which hurts the morale, and Intimidate, which stops their ability use, and that causes them to break. And my general is completely surrounded by an ocean of Athenians. An ocean of blue. And he is just kicking butt over here. Look at this. Instant break. The Athenians just have had too much, and they completely shatter against the walls, the shields of my royal Spartans. Alright, so back over here, just a stalemate. Nothing happening. I've got my pikemen. I'm sorry, no, these are hoplites. Got some hoplites over here. I didn't even see these guys. I guess they were just sitting in reserve. And now I'm moving up my pikemen. Because what I want to do here is I want to keep these pikemen engaged. I don't want them to fall back and deal with my general. I want to keep these guys, like I've been saying all day, keep them honest. Make them think I'm coming this way, but I'm not really. I'm just making it look like that. Spartans are kind of falling on this flank, but they're doing well over on this flank. The general's moving in. Over here, once again, my general is surrounded. And now we have a thorax swordsman unit pushing in. So he's sending in extra reinforcements. And what does my general do? He holds, damn it. He holds. He's breaking the Thracians. He's trying to hold for dear life. Once we break them, I can turn my hoplites around and deal with these thorax swordsmen and thorough spears that are attacking the rear of my general. I also have my reinforcements coming around. Sent over these hoplites because I felt like we're making good progress here. We're causing a gap in their lines, and this is a good flanking opportunity. Look, he's even falling back. He's falling back against my mighty general, who now has 239 kills. Woo! They're fighting the good fight. I've got them surrounded. Mercenary, look at the bounce of power. It's getting worse. But yet, for some reason, I'm feeling like we can win this. I saw the potential of my general. My general still has 118 men. He hasn't even lost 100 men in his unit. He hasn't even lost 50. Now I've got the veteran hoplites surrounded. Try to quickly kill them. And look at this. The Athenians have completely given up. They have completely given up on this flank, and we're going to be able to push. Yes, there's a lot of Athenians, but the quality of our troop is so much better, especially in choke point situations. Unfortunately, the archers still have ammo, harassing these hoplites who are facing the other way. Now yeah, see that? That's pretty nasty. Unfortunately, someone has to soak up the rest of the ammo, but yeah, it's not good. That's one of the biggest issues with our army at this point, is that we don't have any skirmishers. So we have to get creative. So there we go. We crushed that force. Now my general is free to move up. My general still didn't lose a soldier in that engagement. Has 263 kills. These hoplites here have 72 kills. They feel so honored marching with their general. I'm moving up my pikemen now. And of course, the vultures are flying right behind, you know, just waiting for me to croak. But guess what? I ain't croaking. Not today. This battle ain't over yet. So I'm going to hold and take out my pikes and deal with the archers. Not a big deal. They shouldn't really kill any of my pikemen. Yeah, they're going to branch off there. And pikes are just so glitchy. I hate them. I really do. So in this situation, what do we do here? They've got 2 pikes, we have 1. What are we gonna do? Well, we're gonna just attack 1 pikeman unit. And the goal here, the plan, is to make him get aggressive. We're attacking 1 pike unit, right? Well, he's gonna try to flank around, and if he does that, then we'll smash him on the side with these units. So it makes it so he has to sit there and do nothing, because he can't do anything. And my pikemen are far superior than his pikemen, and this is a fight that we are winning. Archers are behind us. I'm gonna go run them away, scare off the vultures. Get out of here, vultures. And I'm just waiting. I'm like, come on Athens, move up your pikemen. I dare you. So now I've got my units, and let me explain this. I've got my 2 units right next to each other, right? Like that. So the reason I have it like that is if he moves the pikes like this, then I'll hit him with this unit. If he moves the pikes, I'll wait for this to kind of disappear here. If he moves the pikes this way, then I'll hit him with this unit like that. So it doesn't matter what direction he goes, he's going to get hit. He's going to get smacked. So it's looking good. My pikes are kicking butt over here. They've got 97 kills, still 130. They've only lost 13 men, and they've killed a good amount of theirs. So I'm just sitting here waiting, letting the pikes do their work. Their pikemen, they're down to 135. So I'm outnumbered, but again, my pike quality is much better. But look at, they're breaking. The troops are breaking. Once these spears break, oh, he's sending in more. He's sending in more. He's trying, look at, they're just running right into my pikes. This is so good. Their pikes are about to fall here now that those spears are dead. Over this way, the Spartans have now decided to turn their backs, like I said, backs to the wall. This is where they excel. He's got his units just holding this wall, basically, these buildings. Now he's pushing forward, I guess. And things are looking interesting. Things are looking interesting. He's trying to surround the Athenian general. The general is surrounded. Now he's shifting back because he notices he's trying to get outflanked. Good move there by Brunswick. Spartan pikemen still fighting the good fight. I think we're winning. Yes, we are. We are winning. I mean, they still have more pikemen, but they're dropping so quickly. Look at that. They're 67. We're at 63. It's pretty close. It's even, but considering how these pikemen kind of dealt with more. There we go. See that flank? I got it protected. I got it protected with my hoplites. Now, unfortunately, that flank actually causes my pikemen to kind of break there a little bit, but the good news is that their pikemen is breaking as well. So that was a pretty good move by Athens. I'll give him that, but it wasn't enough to save his pikemen. His pikemen are now gone. I'm moving up my general just to help support this hoplite unit. I'm down to like 2 units. I still believe I can win this battle. Over here, Brunswick is fighting like a true champ, using these buildings to protect his flank. Just great tactic there. Good use of those buildings. Epic fight. And here we go. The pikes are moving out. You see this? Pikes are moving out. I'm going to hold my general, make him think I'm moving in, but I'm not. Going after these archers, going after the vultures. And then look at this maneuver. I shift out of the fight and I go for the side. Good job by Athens on preventing me from being able to move in. I'm not going to engage these pikemen. Are you kidding me? No way. Sparta still trying to hold here. Athens still being aggressive, trying to take out our general. Once again, another unit breaks. I'm running. And look at this. He's right behind me, so I'm like, you know what? No, if he's going to chase me, just stand in ground, because now his pikes are all screwed up. Come on, fight him. There we go. He puts down his pikes now. My hoplites are surrounded by crap archer units. Oh, the vultures are just swarming in. There's too many of them. My general is going to town on this pikeman unit. And we are winning this because the pikes are not in a proper formation. My general now has 336 kills. But unfortunately, guys, at this point of the battle, Mr. Brunswick disconnects. He disconnects and his army goes berserk. Look at it. They're just running. Why? Why? This unit decides to run out, kill these archers, causes this unit to break. His general is now fleeing from the battle. Not actually, just the AI took over and just sent him out. Just sent him out. Why? I don't know. But because of that, this Athenian force is going to be freed up. This general is going to be run down because he just gave up a really good position. Outmaneuvering these pikemen again. I was trying to shift around them. And there we go. I use morale loss there. I use intimidate. Just trying to get them to break here. And, you know, it was such a good battle. That was such a good comeback. You know, sure, we didn't win, so maybe you can't call it a comeback, but it was still a little bit of a comeback. You know, all things considered, this battle went so poorly for us, you know, at the beginning. So poorly. And I felt like we did such a good job with what units we had left to try to turn this one around. And these are great players on the defending side. And I just thought we did good. We did good as a team. And right now I'm just trying to get some glory kills here. Just trying to rack up my kill D ratio. And yeah, there we go. I'm going to charge into these pikes again. I'm trying to kill these pikemen. I hate these pikemen. My general has 400 kills. 400 kills. And look at this. Where are you going? Where are you going, AI? Just leaving. Just leaving the fight. So, I think it's quite clear that we're not going to win this one. There's a minute left. Just an excellent fight. Really love this scenario. Really love the battle. So, if you're Team Athens, you got a victory today. But you know, Team Sparta, there's nothing to be ashamed of today as the Spartans fought well. It was really my dumbass self. If I was a little smarter with my archers and my early play, I think we could have done better. Also, if we brought 4 Spartan armies instead of a naval army, I think it would have been a lot closer, or even more closer, or even a victory. But let's go ahead and end the replay and See the results there. Very tactical fight. Very exciting. So, King Man, aka King Scourge with the 2077. Viking Doomer only getting 600 kills, which it's not his fault. He brought a naval army. I think he was hoping for more out of that, but yeah, he didn't get it. So, yeah, I mean, look how low his kills were. Imagine if he got 1,000 kills. Just 1,000. So, like 500 more. Okay, 400 more kills. Would have been really close. Armored got 600 there. Unclutched getting 2,000. Arguments 2,000. Not So Royal just shy of 2,000. So, whew, what a fight. My general, absolute Chad, 430. He grabbed 30 more kills at the end there. That's crazy. I mean, some of these units just 343. That's insane amount of kills. 130, 134, 113, 266. The Spartan hoplites. 118 with these spears, which is not bad. 193. I mean, it's just killer kills. His hoplites didn't do great. Well, this one did good. My archers, the 2 archers that survived, actually did pretty well. 104, 208. But 01, that's what really killed it for me. Also, this killed it for me. This artillery, ship artillery. Yeah, I should have just brought another unit or another just land artillery. But what a great fight, guys. I hope you enjoyed this battle as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time on the battlefield.